All right, so welcome to the E&J Uncut, where E&J is finna get 5% of every single view that's seen from here on out.
Hey, but we get 95 from you, so come on, man. You better bring them 95%.
So I had a problem with what Eli said. It's called E&J. I said, bro, that's the name of the album. He said, oh, well, I didn't know. You did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're getting 10% off top.
Okay.
Hey, man, check it out.
From here on out.
Hey, but then...
Shouts out to the E&J Paper Chase album.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Hey, the album was dope, too.
Yeah,
Well, first off, yo. It's your boy, Jay Kendall.
Oh, yeah. It's E, man. What's happening?
Special
Crooked
guest.
Face, Jay Killer, Crooked Face in the place. You know
In
what I
the
mean?
place, yo, and we...
Dr. Joseph Berry.
Dr. Joseph Carltonberry, get it right.
Yeah.
Exactly. We
PhD.
live
With
here.
a C in the middle.
Cloud
University
Ride
of Kentucky,
Studios. You know, once again.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
So
I got a part now because I braided my hair.
okay,
Messed
that's
up.
what's
Messed
up. You
Shouldn't
gotta,
have done
you
that.
know, you gotta stay fly.
get
You gotta
the
stay
fashion
fly
right.
when you
Fly,
out here.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what
It's
it
gonna
is.
work though.
So introduce our guest today, Mr. Berry. Who we
All
got?
right, yeah. This my older brother, man. Dr. Joseph Berry.
Yeah.
Straight from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
AKA Ron O'Neal.
Yeah.
Ron Hot Sauce O'Neal. Ron Cadillac O'Neal.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. You know.
This man done a lot with his life since he's been doing his thing. A couple things. He graduated with a doctorate, number one. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, you know, that shit came out wildly.
Where'd you get your doctorate in?
My PhD is in.
Okay.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Education, policy, evaluation, and analysis. A lot of statistics.
Okay, what does that? Yeah, what does that all mean? What does that translate to?
So when you take on somebody who's you're measuring basically. Now I'm gonna get a little philosophical on y'all.
Okay.
Manifestations. They call them latent manifestations.
Okay.
So whatever you can name, right? Happiness. I don't know. Intelligence. Artistry, ability. I don't know. Whatever it is, that's not a thing that has a
Attention span.
actual. Like a computer screen has a measurement.
Yeah.
We can take it inches. It's this long. We measure things that are like abstract in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to first come up with agreements. What does that mean to be happy, right? And then basically use people answers to satisfy whatever the definition is, and that's putting it
So
in
you
the
got to
most
come up
layman
with a
terms I can.
definition and then define what the level.
Yeah,
of the
but we do
definition is.
policy. So it's education, policy, evaluation, and analysis. So if the policy is meant to, I don't know, equity, for instance,
Yeah.
boom, we gonna figure out what all this equity seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
But it can't always be, because some people say equity just means it's a reflection of the demographics or of the actual population. You know what I'm saying? So it's really could be that simple.
Yeah, I got you.
But if we measuring something like intelligence, like the IQ test supposed to do, well, first we have to agree what does intelligence mean in this context or whatever, and then we gonna ask questions and have this stuff come back. It's kind of easy in that way, simple. But when you start really on some abstract things, it's
Finding
mostly
the
about the debate.
definition of intelligence would be something I think would be hard.
Well, I got a question. So
Yeah.
do they use a different test to measure intelligence than the one that they did for the Nazi dude? Like, do they still use the same one? Because
So,
that was the one they used
The
to
way
use,
they
right?
doing it
talking
now
about for
is
Hitler?
it's not a thing.
No, that's what they used to measure the IQ for, even in the States.
I'm
That
of the
was-
view that it's not a thing.
Okay.
Intelligence, you have to have a contextual word for that. Intelligence in what regard? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It can't just be
So you
intelligence.
can't-
You got to
so-
be
so
emotional.
you
Right.
saying
So
the
the
IQ
most
test ain't
raw,
accurate?
IQ tests nowadays do stuff like put this box in 3 moves into a square. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to put it into the.
Oh, I done took some of them IQ tests.
Yeah, they're
You know,
really kind of
Do they-
weird in the way they kind of get at it, but in the way they don't, because if you could be intelligent, but be an outside the box thinker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna think about it too hard, or you're gonna think about it in a way that isn't traditional, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got other people that, like Will Smith showed on the movie. They said, do the Rubik's Cube. Boom. You're like, oh, well, if I do this, this, and that. But now if you're a person who has access to how to solve Rubik's Cubes,
Yeah.
that's not really fair then, right?
Yeah, because
because
they
he's
say
not
you can
smarter.
do it
They
in a
just
couple
they had the
moves,
plans
yeah.
And they
already.
got the computer
You
that
see what I'm
solves
saying?
the Rubik's Cube.
So all that has to
Like-
be in a context. Is you have some people that believe you could ask it with those certain kind of questions.
Yeah.
I'm not of the type of that. I feel like there has to be a context involved. And with my PhD, I can argue that with these.
So
with
then,
the best of them.
how would you say the best way? Just the baseline. You ain't have to go in depth, but just the baseline
to measure intelligence,
Yeah.
it has to be contextual. You can't just ask that question and leave. That's my argument.
So you
Okay,
saying
the whole thing,
other
yeah.
people
so
say
you
you
saying
can.
that it can't be like you're not just measuring intelligence, you're measuring intelligence of
At
a
what?
certain
Yeah,
aspect.
around what? A certain.
And,
Right.
and everybody
Yeah.
is different, so you'd have to have a
Yeah,
different test
yeah.
for each person in that.
In a way, I wouldn't necessarily go that far, but I would say that if you're not talking about intelligence at fixing a car or
Yeah.
mathematics, for instance, then to me the test is irrelevant.
I got you.
It doesn't measure what it says it's gonna measure.
I feel you though.
There's
That's
no
kinda-
pure intelligence test, is what my argument would be
I
to
just
the
wait a little bit.
most whatever intellectual
Love
motherfucker I ever met.
I want to be off. I'm a little bit off sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a little bit off
You a
sometimes,
bad-
bruh. No. We're gonna get looking. But yeah, okay, cool. So that is a unique set of
All they teach you in doing a doctorate is that you can argue with anybody about anything.
So would you recommend? So you have a higher degree of education. Do you say that like it helps the average person, or how do you use your degree as far as an everyday life of success, or like how would you?
With mine, cause it's so in a way abstract. You know what I'm saying? It really, I would say no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where's the nearest gas station? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the phone. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, it help you with some of your critical thinking skills and stuff. And it help you kind of a little bit be more analytical about stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in the everyday context. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess at first you think about school as teaching you, I don't know, 1 + 1 = 2, kind of stuff. These things that are even like history. It's just kind of just regurgitated to you, so you take it in. But when you do the PhD, they make you to, in a way, question everything to a certain extent.
Analyze everything. too.
In a way, right. On the other side of that is you could overanalyze shit and you become
That's true.
kind of like lost in the sauce. So
Yep.
it's kind of for me, because first before I was really into doing higher education and being all that, I was really just a street motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was really just analyzing motherfuckers for what it's worth every day. You know what I'm saying?
And that could teach you more than some of them college things.
On
They
a
teach
certain
you
on a
about-
certain level for sure,
about-
absolutely.
About analyzing people and communication.
I mean, what do you think? Or when they say like some of the smartest CEOs and people able to run Fortune 500 companies are locked up in jail because they had the infrastructure, like what they did on the streets, was equivalent to what these dudes do right now up in these Fortune 500 companies. But the only difference is that they use something that was illegal, quote unquote illegal,
Right.
for their means. But the way they ran their business was the same way that they run them big companies. You know what I'm saying? And so if they were, say, the CEO of one of those legitimate 500 companies, they would be able to. I mean, that's what some people
Every
say.
case
I don't
got
know
its
which-
own ins and outs. One. At the same time, if it was me and I had the chance to run a Fortune 500 company,
Yeah.
you better watch out because I'm not going to do nothing, put myself in a situation like that.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what
I'm just saying that those people, though, that they already locked up, they were saying, but like, say you gave them Microsoft, they could run it just as good, or if not, you know what I mean? But they locked up, because they ran it, they did something illegal and got caught. Whereas the same way as somebody like,
Oh, that's all about legality and what's it called?
that's all I'm saying. Like,
Jurisdiction and
yeah,
all
you
that
see
kind
what
of
I mean?
shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
as far as that go, that's just that's called power. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you got power kind of trumps a lot of things.
yeah.
Including
You know what I'm saying?
getting
No
locked
pun
up.
intended.
A lot of
It
motherfuckers.
seems that.
Look at our president, man.
So
That
I'm
motherfucker,
like
how many felonies
to give
he
a street
got?
motherfucker some real game. Like if you ever get locked up, A, don't say nothing, obviously.
Yeah.
And then B, you know what I'm saying? It really comes down to how much you paying your attorney. If you got an attorney that costs that much, that means they probably really got them ties to really get you off. And it's kind of unfortunate, but that's the reality of it.
Hey, if it don't
Hey,
fit,
like
you
OJ
must have
attorney.
quit. If it don't fit, you must have quit.
But
What?
you saw
That's
that
the
his
first thing
attorney
that popped in
his
everybody's
attorney
mind.
had came working from the prosecutor office and went back to working to the prosecutor office.
Shit, exactly.
Meaning that they have ties and relations with the prosecutors in a way that is unique.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So those I put it like this. People don't understand when they pay for an attorney, they're not paying for the attorney's ability to argue. They're paying for the ties that the attorney has to be able to get you off. The attorney that you paying for, they're gonna say, well, I want you to give me this guy because he gave me $1 million,
Yeah.
and I'll let you have whoa.
Yep.
And that's just how it goes. It's really that simple. It's behind closed doors. It's not it's not a Perry Mason kind of thing, or oh, look what we found.
It's always about connections.
Yeah,
It's
it's
when every
about
business is
connections,
about
right.
being how personable. So you could be a good lawyer, but you very personable. So you have a lot of connects. So
You have a
therefore,
lot
you
of
might be
connections,
better.
right.
Able to get people off on things.
Right.
Whereas versus if you might just be a
Introverted.
very good, introverted lawyer, but you good at it.
You can
but
argue.
people don't like you.
When people don't like you, it's all bad. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna be. You're not gonna get paid like the other dude who is extroverted and he have all the friends and connections
That-
that the other one.
95% of shit is communication, man.
Bruh. And and it's all like they say, always come back who you like.
Right.
So people don't like you, they ain't hooking you up.
No.
That's just how it is all the time. They don't like
Always
you.
is, right. And they might not like you just how you look half of the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Well,
you gotta get past that. You know what I mean?
appreciate you being a guest here today on E&J. We
Thank you,
appreciate
thank you.
having you.
Thank you.
Mr. Barry, sir, what we got today? Where we start?
Oh, we got a lot of
Yeah,
things,
doctor.
man.
Well, we
Everybody
talk
do
about
your-
this, Mr. Barry.
Yeah,
I'm
this
When I-
Mr.
when
Barry. He
I'm
Mr.
Mr.
That's doctor right here. This
All right.
Mr. Barry. That's
All
when I
right.
say Mr. Barry,
gotta
I'm referring to him.
distinguish,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I will
Yeah.
not disrespect.
I'm the
you.
real
I
Barry.
could be a doctor.
You ain't a doctor. You don't disrespect. This is Dr. Barry right
hey,
here.
you know how many
Yeah.
motherfucking patients I done served with my motherfucking trick? Hold on.
Stop dry snitching on
Don't make
yourself.
you a
Let's go.
doctor.
Let's go.
Is in the house.
Yeah.
Doctor.
So let's get into it. One thing, man, I want to ask you a question before we get on to the regular topics.
What's happening?
What's it like going from South Sac, Iraq to Kentucky?
Ah, that's deep.
Yeah, that's hella deep.
Hey, so it's crazy because certain things. So when I first got there, right? First of all, when I first got there, this is in 2019.
You want to try some Kentucky
I'm
Fried
in-
Chicken, huh?
No, hell no. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Here you go.
Y'all was saying that.
Uh,
I literally was in the grocery store line, and they got the little single-use plastic bags out there. I'm from California. I ain't know none of that shit. That shit was
Single-use
outlawed for 10 years.
Single-use plastic bags.
The little
plastic
skinny
bags,
ass
single-use.
ones in the grocery store line.
like the one.
And I'm looking at it like that's a I don't know. They don't even use them at the corner store no more.
I know what you're talking about.
So I tested it. I started rubbing it, and the lady looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, nothing." Yeah, I ain't see that. Nothing. And then I had some asparagus on the fucking cart. It's all in the same day.
Yeah.
On the little thing, the guy it went to the guy. He picked it up. He said, "Hey, what is this?" I said, "Asparagus." Oh, they got it's like little weird shit that you don't think about that you'll take for granted. You know what I'm saying? So
How they selling asparagus and don't know what it is?
Kentucky.
it's Kentucky, bro.
What
They don't
made you
eat
go
that
to
shit.
Kentucky? What was
Like,
even
we sell this?
the motivation of Kentucky?
Yeah, there's not sidewalks out there, so I do advocacy work and all that. I get out there and I'm trying to like fit in. Like we gotta fight so we can vote and all this shit.
Okay.
The motherfucker said, "We ain't got sidewalks." I'm like, I don't want to argue about that. Fix the fucking sidewalks. What the fuck? And I gotta get mad and
What, the
shit.
sidewalks is all busted up?
No, like they don't have them.
There's no sidewalks.
Damn.
Like, you
So,
finna
are you
They-
fighting?
they
Are
like
they
walking
actually
in grass?
building them since you've been there? Like, have
I
you
ain't
had?
been fucking with it.
Yeah,
Just
he
because
said,
I
"Fuck
get a
this
bad
sidewalk."
attitude in my mouth. Like so I was part of an equity council committee. That's what they call themselves. Mm-hmm. You can't be a council and a committee at the same time. Either you're equity committee or you're equity council.
Yeah.
It's just little
But
stupid shit.
Kentucky don't know about the definitions of the words.
They
right?
it's just like so far. They say when I came there, the Uber driver said, "Welcome to Kentucky," where it's still 25 years ago or 1990s or some shit.
That's crazy.
And it's kind of like that. I didn't trip at first when he said
Is
it.
the
but
price is 1990s?
A little bit, but I would say not so much as they should be. Shit.
For certain things, if it was 1990
You
prices, that would be a
can
very
get,
good
you can
thing.
still get like a studio or a one bedroom out there for
Immigrant.
probably about 700, 800. It's damn near unheard
For
of
what?
out here. About one bedroom, maybe you could probably get as low as about maybe even 650.
Wait, apartment or house?
Apartment.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's like
But
it's,
still, though, 700 for a one bedroom
Yeah,
apartment.
We looking,
Yeah,
at, we
it's
looking
like-
at about 1,800 to 2,200 out here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hey,
Hey, what's the
my homegirl
average?
told me about an apartment in Sac that was 1150.
But what's the average income out there though?
I really don't know.
Like, what's the
It's
minimum
not as high
wage?
as ours.
It's not like
No, they minimum wage is fucked up. They don't got no unions either, so you got to go to work.
they be giving you like 750
Like whatever they.
You
come
could
up
get
with, huh?
sexually harassed at work, and there ain't nothing you could do about it.
for real,
Yeah.
man.
That means you could go over there.
There's no
Sexually
small
harassed,
checks either.
right?
They don't
Yeah.
got small checks out there. So
Hey,
if your card don't pass
man.
smog, that's not a thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. There's like a whole lot less rules. If you want to open up like a food truck
Yeah.
out here, you thinking you got to get all kind of permits and make
Yeah.
sure that you good and
Hey, my wife was
none of
talking
that.
about
Pull up
For
don't-
real?
Yeah.
See, man, we might need to go somewhere where they got less
Yeah.
regulations,
They
bro.
got hella
Because they
less
over here,
regulations, yeah.
they be on your helmet for everything.
But
I
there's
need
no
to-
sidewalks.
man. But I need to open up me
Man, we gonna have to drive.
a stereo. Hey, man, I can do a chicken and waffle truck, man. Then get over
Police
there.
is hella nice too.
They probably got hella.
Believe it or not, the
chicken
police hella nice out
Man,
there.
whatever. I don't care. But they don't know how to make it the chicken like I
Yeah.
do.